Fartlik Fred, riding through the spring cycle. In Stockholm, it starts with Valborg at Skansen, the holiday named after Saint Walpurga. But Valborg is more than a German Christian holiday. Valborg marks the arrival of spring and light, celebrated with a bonfire. But there are several signs that spring has finally arrived in Stockholm. The earliest is the presence of street sweepers. Then, there's the cherry blossoms in Kungsträdgården. Of course, the sun reveals all. Like this part of a bridge that's going to make a new bike path. There's also public spaces to protect you from the sun, and even sand. This guy had an e-bike with a mobile music setup, powered by solar panels. I like that he had a cassette player though. Cruise ships arrive unloading boatloads of tourists to explore the city, and the fair weather commuters return to the bike lanes.
We come in peace.
Then there's of course the stampede of ever-growing run clubs, especially on weekends. For me, usually spring means outdoor running races. But this year, pretending to collect a bib was the closest I got. I tricked my friend into believing he was running a race, when really, the only race he was doing was the beep test in a ketchup suit at his bachelor party. Although I didn't race, I finally caught up with the bike messenger who dropped me in the first winter propaganda video.
What ice cream are you going to order?
Probably Magnum.
Lime.
The original one. Chocolate.
Even though some messengers ride brakeless on 25s all year round.
Through winter and summer.
For many, it means dusting off their nicest bikes.
What about your bike?
I got it from Morgan Terang.
And rocking shorts. Stay tuned for the full messenger video and check out the trailer if you haven't. Something felt off with the bike I rode through winter. Maybe the headset took some damage. The balance and the steering was a little bit off, and the brakes were worn down. Safety's important, especially when carrying precious cargo. So I decided to strip it down, clean it up, before renovating and servicing it. And out of the basement, I whipped out my favorite bike, the track bike that really got me into cycling. There's so much to say about this bike and so many stories to tell. It's going to be the focus of a full video coming out next week. It's a special bike for me. It makes me think back to when I first rode it and experienced riding fixed for the first time. Earlier in the spring, I got a puncture on my winter bike. I went to go find a decommissioned pump by City Hall and walked into a demonstration, and my back even made it into the local newspaper. I was talking to a reporter who convinced me to have a reaction to the new Nobel Center. They needed a second opinion to all the haters. This isn't the first time I bumped into these people. I debated one of their leaders on my lunch break last year, which kind of is an origin story to this recent run of videos on my channel. I guess I realized I was born to engagement farm. Hopefully I haven't rage baited anyone. But I don't judge. I can also be nostalgic, like riding next to Stockholm Ström, aka the Stockholm Stream. It made me think back to the first video I filmed and uploaded to YouTube, salmon fishing in Stockholm. That was 20 years ago in December. That channel isn't active, neither is the longboarding one I ran, as I lost the email. I guess some things have to die before new things are born. One line of Swedish poetry that captures this is from Karin Boye. Ja visst gör det ont när knopparna brister, which can be translated as, yes of course it hurts when the buds burst. New things grow in spring, like this new cycling path. It got repaved and made wider. I enjoyed having it to myself for a little bit. It was a big improvement to the old bike lane, which was far too narrow and always a little bit sketchy, especially under the bridge. I wasn't there for the inauguration, but chuckled when I saw the photographer Lars Epstein's photo of this guy riding a penny farthing on it. I guess the new and old always coexists in cities. Thinking about this, it seemed natural for me to go to my favorite fast food spot, Strömmingbilen, or the herring truck. Used to be up on Slussen. Now, it's boxed in by construction in the old town. This is the original Stockholm slop bowl with fried herring, mashed potato, hardtack bread, lingonberry jam, and pickled cucumbers. Another one of my favorite bites is this spot in Hellasgården, Glödbakfickan. I usually eat here in the autumn, but I hit it up when cycling with my old longboarding buddy Lamin.
2 lumberjack rolls. 1 sausage coming out of a split sausage. Some mash, some cabbage.
Riding with him is also a nice mix of old and new. He's an old friend, and he's got a new hobby.
Big money, what? Your money.
Money. Your boy Lamin, aka Miss Your Stealing Girl, aka Neighbors Know My Name, aka.
Open!
Yeah, you already know. We're out here about to do some bike riding inside the forest. I'm here with my boy Frederick.
Yeah. I like the way you're looking, like burr. I am a white kid.
He's only really been into riding beyond commuting for a year, and he's already ripping it. And we'll probably have to collaborate on a video soon. He's also got a YouTube channel, so check it out. Until then, hold on. I'm Farthing Fred, and I'll see you soon. Speed, play, peace.